Welcome back to the Yeelite Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, the Babyface. Some people call me KR. Some people call me TJ. You can call me Showtime, but it don't matter what you call me. Just don't call me broke. On to the next.
You already know who it is. It is your favorite hardcore powerhouse, Kels got game. You know what time it is.
And now your next one is John B. and not the singer.
The fact you stunk.
And it's your favorite heel from outer space, Meteorite Jones.
And we are
Yes, sir.
the Yeelite Wrestling Podcast. The soon to be your favorite podcast, so you know your boys are Yeelite. We're gonna get them all. Once we get everybody on camera, we're gonna all hit it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
For sure.
All right, so we're in for another week of wrestling, bro. This road to WrestleMania is heating up. Some crazy things popping off. These storylines are moving along. We're gonna go ahead and start with that Raw.
I don't know if y'all ready for that one. So we're gonna start off with the hated guy in the world right now, and we talking about John Cena. All right. So we all thought John Cena would have came out with some type of new music, something new clothing, but he said, "Forget all y'all." So now, John Cena said he has seen enough. That's a good punchline. I know y'all like that right there.
That's ugly. That's ugly, sir.
That's so ugly, bro. That's a dad line, bro.
I have qualms with that, sir.
Work in progress. We ain't worry about that. Work in progress. So, so back to it. Then we start off with the John Cena suck chants, and it didn't really go well for John Cena on his first night after Elimination Chamber. It wasn't really going very well for him.
Yeah.
So, and that is not all. We also had the favorite superstar to come out to address him, which is Cody Rhodes, who we all love. All love. Ain't that right? Meteorite.
1 second.
And not only
He
that,
grabbing the figure.
oh my God. Okay, I'm not doing that. Go put it up.
No, sir. It stays with me through the podcast.
And as Cena's doing his cutting his promo, we all know, like I said, Cody came out and he literally says, "I'd rather fight the real John Cena instead of this whiny what."
I love that moment, bro. I love
I did love that moment. I'm not gonna lie. I did love that moment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate to interrupt. I just let me get my bars off for this 1 second. I love the fact that he's addressing this this different. It's a different version of John Cena right now. Let's be honest. And in all honesty, his heel turn is justified. It's very justified. But the way he addressed it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, where's the, you know what I'm saying? Where's the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in general, you can kind of empathize with it. That's why I'm being light on the subject. But it's nice to see that be challenged. So yeah, bring the real John Cena. But you can go back to your point.
That was a good one. But also, like I said, this would be one of the best things you will ever see from John Cena as a first. Like I said, this would be. I don't want to say this is the first time heel, but going full heel, I'm literally excited to see how it's going to progress.
I do.
Yeah.
But not only that, we also have The Rock that's going over John Cena, as we all know, and so more corporate power to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Corporate power.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna come
all
into
the
play.
money.
That's gonna
He
come
got
into
all
play.
the money, bro.
Yeah, y'all know I gotta bring it up when he pointed at the kid. You know, I gotta bring it up. Leah
Bruh,
said,
that
"How
kid look
does it feel
heartbroken,
to
bro.
be? How does it feel to be son of a you know what?" That kid face, I fell for that kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was me. I'm like, damn,
Bruh,
why?
I'm gonna
He
be,
did you
I'm,
straight.
Bro, I
I'm gonna
said
be completely honest with you.
I said that SOB
Like,
on national television, boy. That's crazy word. That's crazy word.
bro, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. Like seeing the way that kid looked, don't get me wrong, I felt for the kid, but it was just funny because it was like out of all the people who could have pointed out, he pointed out him. And he just looked at the camera like, "What did I do? I'm just here. I'm supporting you, bro.
Yeah.
Why you why'd you point me out?
Bro, his pops
Why
behind
am I
him was
getting
like,
pointed out?"
"Hey, bro, that ain't my kid, bro."
He- So with that, we like how like we were just talking about. The vibe is very different when it comes to this. So, in my mindset of how this would turn out for, especially for next Monday, when Cody comes out, don't be surprised if you see John just come out there during his promo and cut off Cody to get right back at him. So don't be surprised. We know John Cena can do it because he done it before to The Rock. When
Yep.
at that time Rock had his whole promo on his on his hand. So don't forget that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So don't be surprised about that for next Monday. And that's for John Cena time. But now it's one of my favorites. We're gonna get into the women's division with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca.
Mm.
So I want to know, how do y'all feel of how Io still getting manhandled and being disrespected by
And
both?
they gonna stop pushing that little Japanese woman around, bro. She gonna fold both of them.
I think
Io
they're,
was not
I was
having
gonna
that,
say,
bro.
I think they're setting up something where she's just gonna like do some dynamite stuff, you know? Like,
I feel
It,
that.
it's just
That's a
like
good take.
they like Bianca and then Rhea just like twerking at each other. And then Io was like, "Hey, I'm still over here." Bianca like, "Move, girl, not right now." Io was like, "No, no, no, fuck that."
I think that
Man,
WrestleMania match is gonna be explosive. I think Io Sky is going to give a great performance, but
I agree.
don't be surprised if Bianca wins. Don't be surprised.
that's
Do not
a
be
good one
surprised.
too. And
Yeah,
like I said, we can see Bianca winning, and also we seen the beef that Bianca and Jade had. So don't be surprised if Jade comes out of nowhere and try to fuck Bianca over. So let's have a look out for that one as well. And
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
um, I do love, like everyone knows, I love Mommy. I love her to death. I love how she implemented herself into this triple threat to make it a triple threat now. I like how she implemented herself. Now it's
Mhm.
not said and done as of right now, but Monday is going to turn into a triple threat, and Adam Pearce is going to make us. He's going to be tired of the chaos. But let's be real, Adam Pearce loves chaos. That's why he's on Raw. Like he loves it
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah,
all
Yeah.
the way.
yeah,
And let's see what else we got. What am I missing? Well, oh, this has nothing to do with the wrestlers coming up, but I do have to get a good shout out to Barcelona. So they're better than US when it comes to crowd wise. They are. I just gotta
Bro,
give them that. Like,
yeah.
that's just
you
me.
could literally feel the energy
You
as
can.
throughout the whole show, bro. Like they were singing, they were just loud throughout the
Mhm.
Just
entire
yeah,
showcase, bro.
just
And
getting
in
Mhm.
the U
into it.
and then in the US, we can literally see on TV in the US that we have fans that, oh, I'm just there just because it's the hottest thing going on right now, and I just want to be a part of it.
Yeah,
Type stuff.
yeah. It's either
So it's
that
not
And
or
acceptable,
I'm just here
US.
because my
Get it
bro,
together, US. I'm talking to you,
hey,
America. What are y'all doing? Y'all
hey,
letting these
look what happened to
Europeans get
Canada.
us show us up, bro. We can't have this. We can't
Look
have
what
it.
happened to Canada, man. Start singing
Well,
the national anthem. They booed that.
well, the main reason why you see stuff like that in the US is because everything is like just it's a reason to get out the house. That's all it is. Like
Yeah,
you'll see girls get dolled up to go to fucking monster truck rallies, man. Excuse my language.
yeah. But I think it's because we used to having it. They're not used to having it over there. And like, they were saying that it's the first time Raw's been over here and it's the first time this this show has been here in such and such years, so we're used to it here. We get it like throughout the year. So I think they're embracing that. Hey, it's our first time having it in a while, or it's our first time having it in general. So we're gonna just make sure that y'all know we here. Come on back. We like it here too. So hey, I applaud them. But real talk, America. Yeah, I got to get on it, bro. We getting showed up. We getting showed up.
America do better.
For our next best superstar that's out there in the world, the mustache, Dominic Mysterio. You gotta love him. You can't hate him.
He's growing on me. Like he's one of those guys you love to hate, and secretly, I feel like there's a lot of fans that have this opinion. I'm gonna keep saying this on this podcast too. We secretly want him to disappear for a while and come back swole in that mask again.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen though.
Because he would go crazy, bro. He would go crazy. He really would. But I like this approach where they're like they got him on some swipe or no swiping stuff. It's pretty funny.
I like that. I like that. Let him come back with a new gimmick, make him buffer, and then I can see that. Well, they don't even have to change what he does. He can still come back the same, just be buff as shit and just be in more matches and stop trying to treat him like he's Rey Mysterio's son. Like, you know, that's one thing I hated when Rey and him was together. I hated that because
go ahead, keep
because Rey put it like this: Rey, you're overshadowing. You literally just shadowing your dad. That everything is on your dad and not on you. So I like how they pushed him away from his dad because that was the best thing that has happened to Dom's career. Best.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, AJ.
Well, I was gonna say, and the pivot that they've done with his image and his kind of storyline is now he's kind of like they've got Judgment Day on some like Rat Pack shit, like they're like he's the leader of a mini gang. You know what I'm saying? Because you notice all their matches, they interfere, they jump people. You know, they win in dirty ways or they get people DQ'd. You know, which it works for that group. And then you got Damian Priest in these really interesting tag teams, which I'll talk about when I get my segment and whatnot, which is I think towards the end. But in general, he's there to be booed, and it's working. It's really working.
Yeah, and just kind of to pound what you're saying, like I can see with the mini gang thing. So I see if they don't break up Judgment Day, he's gonna be the ringleader. I think Finn goes out on his own eventually. Like I'm saying, when we're having
and they finally get that new member they've been wanting.
New member in the back. You know, when we was kind of talking in our little powwow before the pod, I can see them bringing back Demon Finn down the line. But we just don't know because Judgment Day is kind of in the flux right now. We don't know what direction they want to go right now. So if they don't break it up, I see they just kind of give that over to Dom to lead and take Finn out because he's kind of just there at this point.
Yeah, because if you break them up, then you have to figure out stuff for all those individual people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only one who's kind of popping off right now out of the group is Liv. So
and you would lose like kind of staple wrestlers like Carlito.
Yeah, because say if you were to break the Judgment Day up, what would you do with Carlito? Because Carlito is basically just that dude that's basically on the sideline until it's like, hey, let's go.
He's the muscle.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he's the muscle in the comedic relief. Because you know he just always had a little one-liner that's just you're like, what?
Do you even watch?
What was that?
When you said that was a good one right there.
But yeah, other than that, like you really can't do anything with Carlito, and then say, for example, like, because I'm pretty sure like with Raquel and Liv, they're not going to hold the women's tag team championships much longer. I'm surprised that they make it past WrestleMania. But even if they do, they'll probably lose it like
I
They
probably
mean,
not
don't
the
like
night
backlash.
after.
I can't say
Yeah,
they won't because when you think about it, there's not really too many women's tag teams on Raw. There's not many tag teams on Raw in general. That's the
There's not
problem
many
with Raw.
tag teams in general, and let's be honest. There's not many tag teams that a lot of people are interested in right now. I like
Yeah.
tag team wrestling, so I always watch it because that's what got me into wrestling. I'm a Hardy Boys guy, you know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
Yep.
like,
Same.
but
So
go ahead.
no, go ahead, Jay.
Well, I was gonna say for them to really get back into making all the wrestling matches, including the tag teams, interesting, they have to do this thing that they're doing right now. Where TJ said it earlier, where they find what works, they find the teams that have that chemistry and whatnot. So we're gonna
Yeah.
see a lot of, I think, for at least the next year or so, we're gonna see a lot of random tag teams, which might be cool. That might be cool.
Yeah, but I feel like what they might do. So what I can see happening is so they do hold the titles until WrestleMania, but after WrestleMania, they're always going to have. Well, they usually have like somebody come from like NXT. So I feel like they'll pull like uh, a tag team from NXT to come grab the championship off of Liv and Raquel. I see it happening, not for sure, but it might happen. I don't know.
Um,
I mean, you
I
got
would like to.
it because you still got Last Legend, and
Yeah, I would like to see the Meta Girls come up and
so
snag
Yeah.
that one.
that's one that you probably can use if they. I don't even know if they're on. Are they on SmackDown roster?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're
Because
still
I
kind of
do.
in NXT, but they
Yeah,
have
they still have.
showings on SmackDown, and I think that was only because they were getting a push when they came to Jade
Well,
Jade
and
and Bianca.
Bianca.
that's one of the teams to look out for when it comes to draft that can be pulled
Yeah.
from NXT. So that's one of them. And to get back on topic with the Judgment Day, what are y'all chances? What do y'all think is the percentage of Penta actually going to join the Judgment Day?
I would like to
Uh,
see that. I would like to see that, but at the same time, if he did
I
join, what exactly like
don't know.
what would he
I feel like it could
benefit from
work. I feel like it could work, but I wouldn't like to see it because I also would like to see him go on this solo binge that he's trying to go on to get his title.
it? Yeah,
What I'm hoping is I hope that it doesn't work just because they tried to get Andrade, he said no, and now
Yeah,
Penta. I'm hoping that he says no. Then the third time they try, maybe they do maybe third time's the charm type thing like that. But I would hate it for it to be Penta because he is on the roll. Don't get me wrong, he is on the roll,
yeah,
yeah.
and he would be good as an IC champion. But let's be real, when his brother comes, that's where it's gonna excel. That's why they let him get his rocks off now as a solo superstar because they know when his brother comes, they're gonna push them so they're gonna push him. They're gonna push.
Oh yeah, for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
So and that's with that. But I wouldn't want Penta with Judgment Day because it's a mockery at this point because they're just putting stuff together. The only thing that's keeping it going now is Finn and Dominic's situation. That's what's keeping it going as of right now. And then you can
yeah,
see Liv throwing her 2 cents in, like why told Dom why you give him the shot when you could have did it yourself. Then boom, Finn comes out the corner like he didn't hear it. So my
yeah,
thing is after Finn's leaves, what you got? It's Dom. But you
yeah,
got to try to make something work with Dom. He has to go after either the IC title. I believe that's what he's gonna go after. I'm not gonna lie to you. Would I want to see him as a champion? Yes, I love Dom. Who doesn't like the chicken nugget Dom? Come on now, who doesn't love him? Everyone
He's
loves him.
Brought the chicken nuggets back.
Yeah, you gotta
Mike's
love
off.
it.
Mike's off. We can't hear you.
That's
Your mic's
hilarious.
off.
I know. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I was saying, you like him because you're a troll. You're just a troll, and also he's gonna steal the title. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna steal it. Like he's not gonna win it legitly. He's gonna steal that motherfucker. Excuse my language. Gotta watch it. Sorry. He's going to steal it. Probably like how Kevin Owens did. And he's probably gonna have it longer than he did, actually. I can see him kind of doing some thug stuff where he just like, it's my title now. I ain't have to fight you.
I can see that. Been
I would
told
like
in
to see
prison,
him
like,
in-
you gotta go and take it.
Yeah, I would like to see him embrace the full Eddie Guerrero push, bro. Like, I feel like we need that. I think we need that full on Latino heat back. You know, so I would like to see him
even like
pull something
wrestler.
off like that.
It'd be cool. It'd
Yeah.
be cool. Or he just
I
pulls
feel
a
like-
title heist.
Yeah, I feel like he'll either get it like that or what they might do. Now, hear me out. What they might do, put him in the Money in the Bank, and he wins it.
That would be
Somehow,
that would be tough. That would be
The
tough.
only reason why I say it is the latter. It's the only reason why I say that. And also like in general, like you give him a Money in the Bank, then he would cash it. He would have to cash it in on something really random for it to be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it's true.
Because he won't have to hold it like how Damian did, waited all the way to WrestleMania. It'll have to be within like a month or probably even a couple weeks of him having that briefcase.
And then
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
or-
as a world
Ooh,
champion.
Or you could do
Like,
do
right
What
now.
if he did a street fight? What if it was a street fight?
If it's a street fight, he's definitely getting help.
Exactly.
Definitely
A
help.
street fight, and then somebody brings their championship, and they just take it.
Okay, since we on that
Take it.
Monday, you already know we have that match between Penta and Braun.
Yep.
Who you got?
I got.
I'm finna tell you how it's gonna plan out, and this is how you get Penta a WrestleMania moment. I want to know what you guys feel about it.
Okay.
You ready?
Honestly, bro, I would like to see Penta win,
Mm-hmm.
but we just know how Braun been on that road, bro. It's kind
He
of
has been
hard
on
to
the
see him
road.
losing. It's kind of hard to see him lose it unless there's interference.
All right, here you go. You want to save you don't want to diminish Penta's record, right? And you definitely don't want to diminish Braun's, right?
Mhm.
So this is what I think is finna happen next Monday. You literally finna have Finn come out there, mess up that match. Adam Pearce says triple threat for that title, and this might not be at WrestleMania. This might be like maybe the week before WrestleMania of having that match.
Mhm.
So, but that's just me. But we having a lot of triple threat matches going on. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. You know, if the shoe fits, you can wear it however you want to, and that would be a good one for me. I would love to see Finn, Penta, and Braun all in the same match. But we all know what's gonna happen once Finn implement himself in that match. You will have Dom come out there and mess him over, trying to help him again, but messes him over.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah.
I can definitely say that.
Yeah, and that
And like
would probably
first
be
time
the
is a
fall
mistake.
off.
First time is a mistake, right? Second time doing it
It's
on purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now that, like I said, that would be something good to look out for, especially for next week. We don't have to talk about the mystery Alpha Academy Luchador. We already know who that is. 2 weeks in a row. You can't hide it. We know it's a Chad Gable. Come on now.
Hey, yeah, bro.
Come on.
I just want to put a
on.
mention out there, bro.
There's rumors that it's Penta's brother.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
And I think that's more interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I do want to put an honorable mention out there before we deep dive in there. Hey,
Yeah,
Chad
okay.
Gable got them burners, bro, because he took off on that security guard.
Yep. Hey, nobody remember when he was what was it? Shorty Mac, Shorty G, Shorty G,
Shorty G,
Shorty
yeah.
G.
Gee,
That's so terrible. That's so
that was
terrible.
terrible. That was so terrible. Jesus Christ, bro.
My
But
man
continue, fellas.
spilled out. That was,
And
I
Yeah,
had
he
to
put
mention
them
that.
burners on. He definitely put them burners on. I tell
how
you
did you
what.
guys feel with the Jay Uso and Austin Theory match?
I
I
liked it.
liked it.
I liked it. I think
Yeah.
people over. I think people overreacted to the botched move.
Mhm.
Because again, it's a sport. You know, people mess up. Mistakes happen.
And
Everybody
also,
in there is a professional.
Yeah.
they trying to make it seem like it was top dollar. I know you guys remember that botch he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't realize, he needed that botch because that it actually saved his life. Because he had some
Yep.
type it was some type of injury that he already had, and he did that it literally saved his life.
Mm.
So, like I said, everyone makes mistakes, and that's why Jay made a comment after his match and said, "Just wait till next week. I'm gonna show you how to do it again, Oos." But he's not gonna botch it. He's gonna show you how you're supposed to dive over the ropes. So don't be surprised you see him do it and perfect his craft, as they
Yeah.
say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because people gotta realize, bro, like it was botched. Yes, it happens. But we can't act like we didn't see the Usos do this for like years, bro. They did this for years. They were diving over the ropes like nothing, no problems. Everybody mess up.
Exactly.
Like, chill, because I don't see none of y'all going out there and doing it, bro. Like, come on now.
Exactly, bro. Let's think about it. Even the greatest have messed up. The Undertaker has botched a few moves. Stone Cold Steve Austin botched a few moves. Hell, even John Cena has botched a few moves.
We
Everybody's
actually
gonna
seen Stone Cold do that against Vince McMahon when you're supposed to sunder him, and actually that wasn't even Stone Cold foul. That was just Vince. He just fell.
yeah,
His
he
knees
just
gave
fell.
out.
Yeah.
Them knees gave out for him.
He was like, "Oh, my knees, hold on." I mean, again, everybody messes up every now and then. Everybody makes mistakes. They take from it and they try to perfect it. So I see
Yeah.
nothing wrong with Uso, Jay Uso botching that splash.
Yeah.
But
It happens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, but
Now,
what on my bad, John. I just gotta get
no,
I just
go
gotta
no,
get
go
this
go
out
ahead.
real.
Go ahead, do your thing. I love it. I love it.
So speaking on Jay Uso, did anybody love the image of him just standing on the ropes with the title just held up, looking down at Gunther, just like, yeah, this is mine, baby. I'm taking this at WrestleMania. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
about y'all. I love that image. I love that image. That image
I'm
lives rent free in my head.
I'm telling you, when that image happens, Vegas gonna have to replace that stadium roof because it's gonna blow off. I promise you that energy's gonna blow that stadium roof off. Like,
Sir,
so hey, they might
did
as
it,
well go ahead
Oos.
and get ready to show their money out.
We did it, Oos.
Hey,
Yeah.
he was looking pretty oozy up there. You know what I'm
Hey, what?
saying? He was
Pause.
looking pretty oozy up there,
Pause, brother.
bruh.
Did you think of that in like while you
No,
was you just gonna
hey,
bring that up on the podcast? Uzi? You know, I'm gonna
Hey,
let it go.
bruh.
Uzi, man.
Sami Zayn has
Nah,
said it multiple times.
nah,
I
Uzi,
know
nah,
I've heard
Uzi,
I know I've heard it. That's why I said
nah,
no.
Uzi.
You thought to bring that
Hey,
up?
hey,
I, ain't-
Kel,
I
go
like.
get in the gulag. Go to the gulag, bro.
Come
So,
on, dog.
survive
Quit
your
being down on
round and
yourself.
come back. Go to the gulag and survive your round and come back.
All right, all right, all right.
Let's
My bad.
continue.
To end the Raw segment that we have on the podcast, we're gonna end it off with Seth Rollins. And once again, I love how Brussels did their thing, you know, singing his song loud so everybody can hear it. I love it. And I like how Seth Rollins said he's gonna be on SmackDown this Friday to well, not this Friday, but you know, on the past to show because of Roman and who? CM Punk.
CM Punk.
And I would
Yep.
love to hear how our SmackDown host brings up, you know, some key points. I'd love to hear from his side about that as well. And I just want to get some popcorn ready for that as well. So we're going to end with the Raw segment on that, and we're going to go over to NXT, I believe. And that is Mr.
Showtime. Yeah, all right. So let's get into this NXT. Man, so we started off with a banger. Salute to our U.S. champion Chelsea Green coming over to defend her title against Sol Ruka. I would like to give Sol Ruka big props for how she came at the champion. But as you know, champion didn't get the title for no reason. And the herbalist had to come in clutch. Pulled out the dub, walked out U.S. champion. We see that she's been competent as a champion. I don't see her really just losing to just anybody. I feel like they're setting that up for really like a true competitor to come along. I mean, we seen Michan pop up on the scene for it, couldn't get it done. We seen B-Fab pop up, couldn't get it done. We seen Zelina challenge her for it, so we'll see what she has. And I think ultimately, if Zelina doesn't just take it off of her in a one-on-one, I feel like that's a future fatal four-way. Just speaking it into existence.
Okay.
Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger.
No.
And
That's a good one.
a dream matchmaker around here. If it happens, I do take my payments and super thanks, super chats, and PayPal and Cash Apps at KR Boss on Cash
Let me
App.
know the dollar.
Anyway, so that was it was a real good match though. I give that to Sol Ruka for really just bringing it to the champion. The next we got the little backstage segment with our boy Trick Williams and Javon Evans. Man, that boy Trick, bro, he's really in that survival mode. Like he ain't trying to hear none of that yap, bro. Like if you ain't on his level, bro, all he thinking about is Obafemi title. I want my title. I want my spot back. Like if you're not talking spot back, move out of my way type energy. So I mean Javon's like, yeah, bro. Like I see what you're talking about. It's just us versus them. You know, they just they attacked Oba, they attacked me, they attacked Fraxium, and it's us versus them. There ain't nobody safe. He's like, oh, you think because you figured that out, we friends? Like you ain't me, you never gonna be me, you never gonna be champion. Like, and he just like
So
stormed off, like, and I really feel like in that moment, like Javon is like, bro, like people gonna keep looking down on me. I already had to deal with Ethan Page looking down on me.
so TJ, I got one for you. Do
Uh-huh.
you think you just saw a glimpse between Trick Williams and Javon? Did you see a glimpse that we can see a potential heel turn from Trick Williams?
Man, I think we kind of already seeing it, like in action. And I don't feel like it's a heel turn because he has really a reason to turn heel. I think it's a heel turn because he wants his spot back, bro, and he gonna do anything to take it.
So do you feel like this is that he know that the draft is coming up and this could be his last opportunity to get what is his from Oba?
Yeah, I think he sees it like that. I feel like he sees his opportunity to be on top, kind of like going away. So he's like, in order to get noticed, I need to be back on top. So,
Yeah.
I can, assume my spot and maybe get called up to the next rosters, the main roster.
Does that remind you of anybody that was a close friend of him?
Mello, yeah.
I'm just saying that.
Hey, so if he turn heel, I can see it. I feel like if he goes SmackDown, him and Mello just gonna link up again. Let's see.
Forget, let bygones be bygones, and you got another potential tag team for the Street Profits, which you gotta like. I'm
Yeah,
not mad. And
yeah,
like we said, there's not
Love
too
my Street
many
Profits.
black tag team not champions, but male tag teams
yeah.
on there. They
Showtime
just
and Too Fresh.
so
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I mean, hey, I would love to see it. I would definitely love to see it. So then after that, we had the tag team match. Oh, actually no, we had Stephanie Vaquer come out, kind of just giving her flowers with the double title. I mean, obviously, this is a big accomplishment. She's the first woman to do it in NXT history, so her name lives on in that regard. So I mean, that's a big accomplishment. That was shortly interrupted by Jordan Grace to come tell her, hey, I accomplished something too. I beat Roxanne Perez, which that's a feat in itself because Roxanne ain't no slouch. The Prodigy, she do her thing. I hoped to see her called up in this draft. I really hope that she gets called up because I feel like she is meant for gold in the main roster, and I feel like once she gets called up, it'd be like really shortly after she'll probably get it. And then she was interrupted by Jada Parker, and Jada Parker came on the scene, standing on business. she knocked out. I was just like, you behind me. Fuck you mean? And got the ring. Yeah. Got the ring, told her like, hey, I'm happy for you. You got it down, clap it up, marvel in this and all that stuff, because it ain't gonna last long. Because I'm coming for them titles. At least one of them. And it's gonna happen. Which I can't lie, I don't see Jada not walking away with a title soon. If she because I know they greenlight a title match for her next week, which is a double title match. Like, so Stephanie, all praise to you. You got 2 titles you got to defend in the same night. That's crazy work. But I don't see Jada not walking away with a title no time soon. She gonna secure that title one way or another. So
I can see that.
yeah, that woman got the aggression, and she got
So
the hunger and desire for the title. So
so what about our other girl, Jordan Grace? What about her?
I think Jordan, she's gonna secure her title, like for sure. Um,
Remember,
I feel like
she had an accomplishment last week against one of your faves.
yeah, no, she's gonna get gold too. I feel like
Just
when it's all said and
as long as you don't
done,
wear that Patrick outfit. As long as you don't wear the Patrick outfit, we don't need none of that.
I forgot to say that. You brought that. That was pink on green, and that's crazy work. I don't know who green lit that, but I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need you to not do that again, Jordan. You from Texas, baby. You can't do us like that. But yeah, I see when it's all said and done, like her and Jada like sitting up top with those titles. Cause I think Stephanie gonna get called up to the main roster. Cause she's destined for greatness as well. Um, so yeah, those 2 will secure those titles pretty soon. If not off Stephanie, it's gonna be off of somebody. So we'll see how that turns out. So then we go on to the tag team match with Josh Briggs and oh, what is his name? Anamura?
Oh,
And then
Yoshiki Moore.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then Hank and Tank. Now Hank and Tank got some real good advice from the one of the best tag teams of all time, the Hardy Boys, and they told them to go extreme. They took that way too literal because they was out there doing way too much. Like my boys was hitting flips. They tried to do a springboard off the rope. That didn't happen. They just crashed to the floor like immediately. I'm like, boy, what are you doing? And then when you saw like Hank really getting into gear, like my man's knocked out Inamura, like outside the ring, like he knocked him over, and then chunked him against the wall. No, that was Tank. Tank like chunked him off against the wall. Hank was doing dives in the ring and all kinds of stuff. Go for the pin, kick out, and I'm like, all right. I like the energy. I like the movement, but I'm gonna need you to take it down a notch because it seemed like y'all overworking yourself. Before you know it all came crashing down. Bro, when he hit him with that move, bro, it was all she wrote. And the more hit that splash, 1, 2, 3, out of there. And I feel like they got good advice, but I think they just kind of misinterpreted what they were saying. They wasn't saying like go do everything to the extreme. I feel like they were telling them, hey, wherever y'all level is now, take it to the next. Go up a level. Just pace yourself. Do your best and do it your way. Don't try to be like the Hardys. Try to be like Hank and Tank. But I feel like they'll catch on. They'll catch you later on, down the line.
Definitely.
Then we had the Cullen versus the Family. Now that one, that rivalry is kind of like it's a real cool rivalry to watch. Sean Spears has a squad. I will say that. I cannot disrespect Sean Spears on that. Whatever he did to amass the people he has, it worked. It worked greatly. But the Family, I think the underboss. I think Stacks. I think he was trying to think ahead, but he didn't think about other stuff that was going on outside of the immediate problem that the Family was having with the Cullen, because his call got the Don attacked in the back by the ravaging 4 people, that's just been attacking people week to week. I feel like he kind of left him out on the island by himself. He should have been at ringside, root on his squad. But hey, I saw the vision. I saw how he was thinking. Like, hey, let us handle it. You chill. We got this. But he should have been thinking like, hey, we need you by our side at all times, just in case. But
Yeah.
ultimately, him getting attacked cost the Family the match, because I feel like they were really getting into gear and they were probably about to pull it off, but taking your eye off the ball for even a second and this line of wrestling is a very dangerous thing, because that split second decision could cost you the match like very easily. So, and it definitely did. But all roots to the Cullen. Y'all pulled it off. Y'all took advantage of distraction, which any great champion or any great team or any great person would do, is take advantage of opportunity. So I can't be mad at opportunists. Then we had the match against JC Jane and Carmen Petrovich. Now I would say I love Carmen Petrovic's entrance. That the slash with the katana. hey, out of this world. But I think Ashanti Adonis, ultimately he cost her that match because he put her kind of in a spot to decide whether she wants to do it her way or by any means. She decided she wanted to do her way. He wanted her to do it by any means, by sliding a chair in a moment where I feel like ultimately she probably still had that match in the bag if she just kind of like stayed at her energy level and was attacking. But again, it was like one of those moments where you take your eye off the ball for 1 second, caution match.
Yeah.
When she was like, no, I'm not doing it with the chair. You know, take this. I got this. Bam.
So TJ, with that, does that remind you of anything? Don't it remind you of Damian Priest and Finn Balor?
Yeah. 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 Definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it just showed you that's that circle. It happens within the industry, man. I see where people, whenever someone kind of interferes and try to help out, I see that they have someone's best interest at heart, but it's not always the person that they think they're helping. It may just be you. You might have your best interest at heart. Like, hey, I need them to win this match. Like if it's a title, I need them to win this match so we could celebrate, not so they could be champion. You know, it's interest is not always aligned with everybody, but I mean, hey, that's the girl. I guess he felt like he was putting her in the position to win, but he ultimately cost her the match. So I know that conversation in the back was kind of wild because I did kind of see them having a conversation whenever Jada came out and was talking about her match for next week for the title. You can kind of see them going back and forth back there behind her. So I mean, hey, Ashanti Adonis, you better get together, bro.
Watch your back. Better
Yeah,
watch your back.
Definitely. And then to the next match.
Oh God. Oh, I know this one. Oh,
It's John B's favorites.
no, it's not.
NXT superstar Ricky
No, it ain't.
Saints versus
His name ain't
Ridge
Ricky Saints. Steven
Holland.
Rock. Steven Rock.
Ricky Saints versus Ridge Holland. Which I mean, Ridge Holland, he came out there. He's still in business, bro. Like he really did. he was trying to make sure he showed, hey Ricky, hey, you don't belong here. But ultimately, Ricky Saints showed him, hey man, the revolution is here. It's now. And I'm the leader of the revolution. So move to the side and watch the revolution be televised. Ricky Saints pulled it off. Hurt himself in the process. Like, you know, he was definitely aching after that match, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ridge brought it to him, bro. That good old Irish fight. He brought it to him. But ultimately, Ricky Saints pulled it off in the end. So all power to him. The man's on the roll. I can see championship start on his future sometime soon down the line as well. Once he figure out why everybody there is so angry, bro. That's the question he asks every week. Like, why are y'all so mad? Like, it's the funniest thing because, like, literally, as he's been there, each week I watch NXT, everybody in the back just seemed upset, bro. I would ask the same question, like, why y'all so mad? What did y'all do to make them so mad? Like, and then, you know, ultimately, it led to a back and forth. Well, the Cullen run into him in the back afterwards, after the match. He had some exchange with them, and inappropriate exchange with Izzy Dang, which he smiled, which I was like, oh, okay. But, you know, hey, look, and he gotta get it how you live, get it in how you can. And then so to the main event of the nights, my boy Trick Williams versus Eddy Thorpe, underground match. Man, I'm talking
Yeah, I
about
love those.
punches. I'm talking about throws. I'm talking about slams, going through tables. Man, that match right there was lit. I love that
Fire, dog.
match.
Pretty
Yeah,
fire.
I feel like that match was really needed for their story because it just seemed like no matter what, ultimately it was going to end in somebody hurt or getting knocked out or both. So I feel like it had to come to this anyway. And as I said, Trick Williams in the last few weeks, he's been on real anger mode, like survival, like he's pissed, like he's mad at the world. Like, and I know why. I mean, he was used to being on top, he come out, whoop that Trick and all that stuff. And it hasn't really been that since he lost the title. It's kind of been like he's feel like Eddy Thorpe's kind of like coming for his spot, or he's complaining that Trick had the top spot, and he's blaming him for it. He was like, "Hey, I got it. I got it. No one gave nothing to me. I earned this." But ultimately, Eddy Thorpe got his ass knocked out. So just put it like that. TKO'd. Ref had to call it because that Trick shot knocked him on the ground, and then Trick just bam, 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 bam. Ref was like, hey, chill. He out of there. So it was cool. One. And then he got the mic. He's like, we ain't celebrating nothing. Obafemi, bring your ass out here and bring my title too. Ultimately, the champion came out. He heard smoke. He wanted to smoke. He walked onto the ring. Took shirt off before he got there. Like, hey, we finna get this going or what? Music hits. The four attackers. They're about to make their way to the ring. Boy, Javon Evans comes out. He's like, hey, like, don't worry about him. We need to worry about them. Like, ain't nobody safe. Ultimately, Trick pushes Javon out the way. And then Obafemi and Trick Williams trading blows. Then my boy Javon come out of nowhere, hit Obafemi with a cutter. I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, champ down. Trick looking at Javon like, all right, you got my attention. And they just face to face. And the four attackers like, y'all got it. We ain't even got to come down here. Y'all did our work for us.
Yup.
So, I mean, it was a fire way to end the show. I'm looking forward to this next upcoming Tuesday. I feel like NXT leading up to Stand and Deliver is just ramping up. It's just like the road to WrestleMania, bro. Like everything's like piling up, and this year's about to be a banger at WrestleMania and at Stand and Deliver because it's just setting it up that way. The steps to greatness is just building, and I love it.
And I just remember when NXT, they didn't really have like a big crowd. Now that you can see it every show, how much they have grown as a company, and I love that.
Yeah, they selling out these arenas, bro. And then I feel like eventually it's gonna be on the level of Raw and SmackDown. They're gonna have to start putting more respect on it. It won't just be those small arena shows. They're gonna have to be selling out stadiums. Like, I feel like it's getting up to that level. I would love to see it. I would love to see WWE with 3 shows that are equal. I'll put 4, but 3. 3 shows that are equal on across the board with as far as fandom and all that. That'd be great if we ever get to that level. These up and
I
comers,
feel like we
they
will.
put me in though. They really
I
putting
feel
it
like
in.
NXT will. I feel like NXT will like because NXT has really grown like as a brand, and I feel like probably within the next 2 to 3 years they're going to start selling out like bigger stadiums and shit. It could get to the point where it's basically as big as Raw and SmackDown
Yeah,
within the next few years.
I mean it would be nice. It'd definitely be nice. But I mean,
Yeah.
hey, these up and comers, they really doing it. So I
Yeah,
look forward to everything that Sean is drawing up because Shawn Michaels is doing an amazing job, bro. Amazing job with these stories he putting out. So NXT is working its way up to being like one of my favorite out of the three. To be honest with you, I'm really loving NXT each week. So all right, so
It's
yeah.
good. It's
now we
good. It's
on
good.
to SmackDown.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Well, in general, I've been chewing on this for a little bit. I appreciate where they've been going with the storylines in SmackDown, and this week they popped it off. Like they didn't even like Sugarfoot at all. They started off Randy Orton coming out. You know what I'm saying? He's pissed off like a bull in a china shop. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was interesting how they approached that Kevin Owens thing. And we all knew what the outcome of that interaction was going to be. Randy wasn't going to hear all that because right now he's hearing voices in his head and they counsel him. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was one of the coolest fucking excuse my language, one of the coolest spots for him to just be sitting there and he's just like, man, you're lucky I don't just come out there and beat your ass. You know, just
Yeah.
beat the candy corn out of you, man, because you know I could. When he held back, and if we fast forward, because that was mainly just supposed to be like a promo thing, because they're trying to figure out what to do with this Randy Orton stuff, and I'm
They're basically
thinking,
just hyping it up for WrestleMania.
yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
thinking Randy Orton is just gonna be the junkyard bully. You know, he's just gonna be walking around just smacking everybody. Not even worried about winning nothing. He's just, hey man, you better be scared because I'm still walking in these rings, which basically means he's gonna be putting people over. So I wouldn't be surprised if eventually there's like somebody who, you know, meets him at his level. But for now, he's just there, kind of like, I'm here, and
Yeah,
nobody's really gonna make me stop, and I enjoy that. And like I said, this SmackDown this week, it was kind of filler, but at the same time, it still was entertaining, and that's why I enjoyed it. Because
yeah.
the very match that was after that, we got what I was talking about earlier in this podcast episode, which was those random tag teams. You know, we got
Yep.
Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso and Damian Priest, and it worked. It worked because it was a big dude and a more athletic guy versus a big dude and a more athletic guy. So people right now they don't want to see Drew McIntyre win because of all the stuff he does post match. But what they care about is Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. That's what they care about.
Yeah.
Because for some reason when they see each other, man, it just gets nasty because y'all saw what happened last week.
On site.
On site, bro.
I
Drew
love it.
McIntyre,
That's
Drew
my favorite
McIntyre
thing about
fed
WWE
up.
right now. The on sites, bro. Love it.
The interruptions are good. They're not just random. And not only that, like a lot of wrestlers right now are not worried about like winning in the clean way or anything like that. They just, bro, I don't like you. I don't like you. I want to keep
Yeah.
fighting. Let's just keep fighting. I don't care that you won.
Yeah.
That's why I say
Good heel, and I think the stuff that they got going on at WrestleMania is going to be very, very, very interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, AJ, but I gotta show the man his flowers. Triple H is really cooking with this road to WrestleMania, right? He is
I'm
cooking with it. Like he
talking
is
about
cooking, bro.
with the pan, whipping it, flipping it, bro.
We can't tell where it's going. We cannot tell where it's going. A good storyline is when you can't predict anything. And right now, personally, I think somehow, some way, they're putting the Usos back over. They're pushing them, giving them a real big push.
Yeah,
And at the same time, they're giving all the heels a spotlight to be heels.
yeah,
It's working. Everything is like there's chaos on every show. Every show has some kind of they have the more professional bits and then they have the grimy bits. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's what I'm really liking right now. Because I can't talk about it till I get to the end of my segment. So I'm gonna move on. Because we had a females match, and the reason why it was interesting was because we had our president Chelsea Green security wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And she was wrestling. It was Zelina. Was it Zelina Vega?
Yeah,
Yeah, Zelina Vega.
Yeah, and everybody knew the outcome of that match. Everybody knew the outcome of that match because it's a median push for both wrestlers right now because Zelina Vega is kind of getting pushed as an athletic, smaller frame wrestler, which that works. And it's not exactly a handicap match because Piper Nevin is, she Piper. That's a tall woman. She's menacing. But at the same time, it kind of shows like the capabilities of both different wrestlers, and you can't have Piper lose in that situation because she's the security for the women's U.S. champion right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you can kind of show that there's cracks and there's holes in that little alliance that they have because. I hate to say it, but my baby got spun around off the ropes, bro. You saw how Chelsea got did, bro.
Like a damn rag doll.
It hurt my chest, man. I was like, you get off of her. Get off of her. She ain't bothering nobody. But it was good to watch. It was good TV. And I want to see more of that because what they're doing with Chelsea Green right now is they're making it like she's untouchable. Like no, she's not. She's not the most menacing. No, she's not the most athletic. But she's got people around her, and she's capable. That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous.
I agree.
I think she's gonna be dangling the gold in front of all the girls for a little bit because even though there's bigger titles, of course, but in general, it's just like. I know there's girls in that locker room or in the storyline is woven in there where they're just like, huh?
Yeah.
And now you just da, 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 da. I love it, bro. I love it.
And I do want to point out in that match, I saw Zelina trying to go for 3 cold reds on Piper. And she would have pulled it out, I would have lost my mind. I would have lost my mind. And little small Zelina Vega hit a cold red on Piper Niven. That would have made me lose it.
Mm-hmm. Continue, Kels. What was you saying?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with TJ. I was like, yeah, like I would have flipped, bro. Like, did she actually just pull that off? Piper, I mean, because if you we can clearly see that Selena is like the smaller one, and Piper brings that like kind of like that menacing like figure.
Junkyard bully
Yeah,
vibes. That's what
yeah. and like
Or schoolyard bully. Sorry, I said junkyard. I got junkyard dog confused. Sorry. I'm old. I work 6 days a week.
but no, like being able to see if she was to pull that off, it would kind of put you in the mind of I don't know, kind of like when Rey Mysterio took on the Big Show and won. Like it would have been like kind of that type of thing.
Yeah. That's the energy they were like kind of putting in our face, which is cool. That's why I'm giving women's wrestling flowers right now.
Yeah.
And I won't ever slander women's wrestling on this podcast ever, but I'm gonna make a comparison. WNBA, get your shit together. Excuse my language. Because they're making women look real cool over here, man, and it's not derogatory, none of that, and they're making plenty bread over here being athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Capping on that one, dog.
And I'm not knocking WNBA athletes or nothing like that. I'm knocking the organization, but that's an aside. And also a great segue into my next thing. My next thing is about Liv Morgan versus Jade Cargill. Johnny boy.
That's my baby, man. Okay, that's my baby. Okay.
Well, I don't want you to feel too bad because we know what this match was. It was just supposed to be interesting. And even I was surprised by the outcome because when I saw it, I was like, well, okay, well, we know what's going to happen. It's Jade Cargill, you know? But at the same time, Liv Morgan exists in the women's division as just like she's a wild card. She's like a firecracker, you know? She's full of surprises. So, and she's got that feistiness to her. And Jade Cargill, though she is menacing, though she is one of the most athletic women, if not the most athletic woman, besides a few of the high flyers, she has the same problem that my baby has. Rhea Ripley. She takes her eye off the ball. And it's very good for the story. And people like Liv Morgan, they're really good at tiring you out, catching you when you're slipping, you know?
Yeah.
So it's good for a storyline for an underdog or an undersized person like Liv Morgan to win that match, you know?
Yeah.
But it's all just a setup. It's all just a setup for this storyline that we have. And I'm going to throw something crazy out there. I'd like to see a women's tornado match. After all this crazy stuff that's going on, man.
That would be dope to see. That would be
been
dope.
a minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute as well.
They've got enough of in this storyline right now. They have enough people to just be like, you know what? Here's a ring. Solve your problems. After this, I don't want to deal with it no more. Like that'd be so cool if if both managers were like, I'll allow it.
Man, I know Adam Pearce wants to, bro. Because
he
Raw,
loves chaos.
Oh, bro.
That's his site. That's his site.
On Raw, they've been having that man wanting to drink after the show.
Boy, I swear, every time it's the only thing, every time that man's like, I need a drink, bro. I need a drink.
Bro, whatever city they in, like whenever they come back to Texas and we go to that show and in the chaos happen, I want us to go to the nearest bar and see we see him in there.
Boy, he gonna be like one.
He's like, man, look, bro.
Hey, it's
bro,
scrappy.
I'm telling you, you gonna see that man, bro. He gonna be freshly shaved. By the time you see that man after the show, he gonna have a little stubble. He gonna be sitting at the bar like, bro, this is too much, bro. This is too much, bro.
Got a cup of whiskey, hand on his head like this, like,
bro.
He said, bro, how much do I got in the 401k, bro? How much? Can I call it today? No, I got a house.
Like damn, bro. Oh man. But adding on to what AJ said. One thing that I did like is the fact that toward the end of Jade and Liv's match, you see Naomi pop,
Yep.
and the fact that one, she's not in that neck brace anymore, and it was just the fact that she went from that like that very vibrant, colorful person, and now she's just like she has the little caution tape all over her outfit,
The
and
bad girl.
she,
She a
yeah, and she
bad
starts
girl.
She's going
attacking
gangster.
Jade.
Assassin.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and then the fact that after she did that, she got in the ring and started hitting Jade's post. I was like, oh yeah, this is a side of Naomi I
I
love to
was like,
see.
oh, she was hitting her hand and everything. I was like, oh nah, bro.
Bro, I'm
She getting
saying, bro,
disrespectful.
bro, I'm telling you, I seen that and I like this. Keep this. I like where this is going. I like
I
where this
want
is going. Keep
I
that.
want their feud to go to the on-site mode too. Like
Yes.
I just want all the feuds, and I'll just maybe a person who loves chaos, even as a face. But I just want all feuds to be on site. I see you walking in the back. You going to get some food?
Y'all hear that
You
right there?
you
It's y'all
walking your
face.
dog with your family?
Heel. Y'all hear that chat? This y'all face, but he talking like a heel.
Hey man, look.
Hey, hey,
Ain't nothing wrong with a little chaos.
Uh,
Little chaos is good. It's
Chaos is
good.
lovely. I love to see, and I just love to see like the pot get stirred, because in general, when you have those, I like your traditional wrestling stuff, but when you have, like TJ said, the on-site stuff, the improv stuff, the underground stuff, the street fights, the hell in the cells, all that stuff, I love that stuff, man, because
yeah.
we all know how this stuff works. The heels are the ones that like they really they get you in the corner and they start really turning you up. They just combo, you know. Some of the
And I
best
mean,
wrestlers. Go ahead.
oh no. You go ahead, we finish.
I was just gonna say some of the best wrestlers are heels. That's it. You can continue.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, like seeing the on-site fights and everything, it really brings me back to that, that attitude era. Like for instance, with Stone Cold and Booker T when they was in store. In
Mm.
the Stone Cold seen them and it right there, it was on site. Seeing that, it brings me back to that and
I
it's
love it.
You have
nostalgia,
great
man.
poupon.
I love it, bro. That's what I'm talking about on site. I'm talking about ain't no one safe nowhere, bro. And at work, at the house, at the grocery store, on site. If I
Right,
see
King.
you, it's on site.
Yep.
Let's not forget Stone Cold when Vince McMahon was in the hospital. Oh, one of
Yes.
the best
Yes.
segments ever, bro.
Yes.
One of the
oh
best
man,
segments.
Lovely. Amazing. Yeah, that
Bro,
was like vindication for wrestling fans.
and let's not remember
wait.
the worst one.
Don't forget Stone Cold and Booker T. The grocery store. Don't forget that one.
The
That's
We
what I
worst
was
just
one
talking
brought
about.
that up.
when Triple H
Hit the nigga,
went to
with
Randy
that
Orton's
milk.
house.
Man,
When
I'm
Triple H
4
went to
beers
Randy
deep
Orton's
and I caught
house
up with
and
that.
threw that man out his window, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Or when The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin met up and he threw him off the bridge. Bring your candy ass over here to the bridge.
I got one more for y'all. Was on site. Randy Orton burning Abigail's house. Sister Abigail's house.
Oh God.
Oh, I remember
Yeah, that's
that
on site right there,
too.
dog.
Oh God.
Yeah, that one was. That one
Hey,
was. Whoo, ooh, Lord. Yeah, that one
hey,
was.
just
But
and so many on-site moments throughout the history of WWE, and they all just great. It just shows
yeah.
you that all things can just be settled in blows. It don't
Yeah,
have to be at work. I can catch you at the house. I will come to your house.
I will meet you at the grocery store, bro.
I'm
No,
gonna
matter of fact, if you're in the hospital, I'll meet you there too.
say this last little piece, and then we'll move to the rest of my segment. But the universal language is Hananese, in the words of TJ.
Oh yeah, Hanalese. I love
Yeah.
Hanalese, bro. Very fluent in it, bro. We ain't
But
speak no words, just.
but the next part of the segment, we had another tag team. We had Street Profits versus Legado del Fantasma.
Ooh,
And
And
that
Street
was
Profits donned a new song too.
yes, they did, and
yeah.
it was mainly interesting because there was a walkout from an interruption from one of my least favorite tag teams, which is Pretty Deadly. And they said what they had to say. They're making tag teams interesting by all these people just saying like, "Hey, you got the championship, but you're not going to hold it for long." It's a crabs in the bucket kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I think Pretty Deadly. They'll probably get a chance to compete for the tag team championship again, but I think Street Profits is probably going to be on a run for a little while. I think they're going to push them because they just look good as a tag team, to be honest. And
Yeah.
Legado del Fantasma, they're very interesting to watch because they're athletes. And
Yeah,
they
true
wrestle like luchadors with no mask, so that's why it's interesting to me. And you can kind of do tricky shit with, excuse my language, you can do tricky stuff with them. Like if you wanted to substitute one of them and put one of them in a mask or something, you could do stuff like that.
Yep.
But how did y'all feel about that match?
If I could rate it, I would rate that. I would rate that match really. 1 through 10. I rate it about a 8 because I mean, I would say just the way both teams kind of held their own, and like the way because we already know with Street Profits they all about the smoke. Like if you come with the smoke, they gonna match their energy. So with them, and then what's the name of the other team again?
Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, with them, you know, they really bought the smoke. Like they was like, hey, we gonna bring this fight to you. Y'all ready? And they were throwing bows. Like they were going first, and in the end, of course, Street Profits won. But I gotta give my flowers to them. They held their own, and they pretty much showed like, hey, we still here. Like we are here. Like we will come. We still gonna come for your belts. We coming for that title, but we
And,
gonna prove it. And that's just my opinion on it.
and that's
What's
why I
your
say they do not need Santos Escobar for
They really
with
don't.
them. They do not need. They do not need him.
They really don't. They really don't.
yeah? It's so it's a image thing for him. That's the reason why he literally is positioned in the front when they walk out, because it's the story of it is supposed to be he's the one that knows best for them. You can already tell,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
there's
know
gonna
what's best
be
for the family type thing.
and
Yeah.
there's going to be like a there. It's just too easy to write. There's gonna be a disconnect where
Yeah.
either they turn on him or he ends up like siding with somebody else. It's too easy to write.
Yeah, that is true. And adding on to that match again, beautiful image when they was trying to throw Montez forward and he flipped and he landed on both feet
Yeah,
and he just looked back.
Boy,
Like, did y'all
hey,
really
bro, they
have to
look
yeah.
back
do
at
that?
him like, hey, is he
They
a
was like,
super?
hold
He
on,
really
bro.
did do that.
Is he a superhero? And Munson just stood there like in his like Superman pose, bro. I was like, hold on. If this man go up in the air and the cape fly out, bro, I'm like, hey, get him out of here, bro.
Man did
Bruh,
that with a grill in his mouth.
bruh, in all honesty, bro, when he did that and he looked back, it put me in the mind of when Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time. just look back, just do that, and they were both just like, "Oh, damn, we messed up, didn't we?" Yeah, we really did, bro.
Yeah.
We getting cooked. We finna get cooked.
So how I feel about the match, because I know we cutting down across the hour on time, so I'm gonna get my stuff and let's get on to the rest. I love the match because I love high flyers, and it was a lot of
Yeah.
flying around, a lot of flipping, and all that. And then obviously me being a Madrid fan over here, woo Real Madrid, and my boy hitting that C
Oh yeah.
in Italy, not just in Barcelona. He hit it in Italy too. Crazy. Then he got the reaction he did in Barcelona. I knew he was gonna get it in Italy, but in Barcelona, that was crazy. But
That was crazy.
just a lot of flying, a lot of flipping, and it just showed that there's a lot of energy in both tag teams. I feel like they have a lot of chemistry together. So I definitely know this won't be the last we see of them. Legata del Fantasma, they are an interesting team. I say we keep an eye on them too for championship down the line, because there's no way with all that talent they have that they don't secure a title at some point. And it's gonna be somebody who just like, oh well, y'all never have a title, so y'all not gonna take this, and upset. So I feel like they're gonna be on upset alert sometime down the line. You heard it here first. But yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. And then to go into the final segment, let me take a swig real quick because this was interesting. Final segment was CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, and we basically got clarification of a triple threat match at WrestleMania, and that's gonna be nuts, man.
Definitely agree. Definitely agree. I will.
There will be blood.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
for sure.
And that was another on site. It was on site. One punch was thrown, and the rest is history.
Yep.
You know, with that whole segment, it does make me wonder though. What was CM Punk's favor to Paul Heyman? Because the way he said, "Thank you for bringing your tribal chief on a silver platter to me," and Roman kind of looked back like, "What
Bro,
the
he was
hell
like,
is he talking about?"
what? He said, "Huh? Wait, you
All
did
right.
what?"
All right.
Man,
So remember now, Kels, what I told you. Where Roman's supposed to lose everything, correct?
Right.
Paul Heyman is one of the things he's supposed to lose. And you already know who he's gonna lose. It's gonna be towards CM Punk, because look how he's look what happened to Paul Heyman every time. Where is he? Right under CM Punk. He's inching towards that more and more every time.
so
And so
I wonder if his favor is you to manage me as well.
yes.
That
It's like a
has to
back
be
and
it.
forth thing, because look what happened back in the day. You saw Paul Heyman manage CM Punk, correct?
Yeah.
Because he was literally going back and forth between CM Punk, Brock, and then straight to Roman. Paul Heyman he's smart. He know where the winning hand is. He's very smart.
Yeah, he is.
So the favor is literally so CM Punk's gonna have a title next year. Don't get me wrong. By next year he's gonna have a title. He's
Oh yeah,
definitely
for sure.
What
Yeah, I
title?
don't doubt it.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. We shall see though. But
And remember,
Yeah.
we're supposed to have a CM Punk and Seth Rollins at one of these WrestleManias for a title match. We're going to get that one-on-one between them. We're going to get it.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of bad blood there.
Yeah, and I do like the fact that CM Punk. I mean, he was kind of spitting facts. He was like, "Yeah, I have not beaten me at all."
You're right.
I also,
Yeah,
I
and
also
I'm
think
like,
this is
damn.
I think this is going to be the one match at WrestleMania that has little to no interference.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
not
true
gonna
because
need it.
yeah, because because they are the interference.
They
Yeah,
are the interference.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
my thing is this, because I know y'all gonna be watching WrestleMania. I advise y'all to literally get DraftKings because you know they're gonna have how many finishes are how many Superman punches, how many stomps, how many GTSs you gonna see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see about like 2 or 3 Superman punches getting put out and maybe 2 spears. I give you that for Roman. Off rip. He's gonna get his off.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And I put in the bet my dollar on that.
yeah. No.
Hey,
Whole
that's how much
dollar.
they be doing for it. Hey, that's how much they be doing. Hey, bet this for $1. You will be a $25,000.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. That's
I
insane.
just made me $1
Hey,
better.
you see me
I don't
post
even want to know
that?
what them odds are.
Hey, you put them post. Let me see. You see me post that in the chat, and I go. What happened? I got rich.
Hey, bro, he posts $1 and he went he win some grands off of that, bro. I'm gonna be very upset. I promise you.
I'm
Yes.
I'm 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 coming to your house, John. I'm coming to
You
your
gotta
house.
get. Hey. Everyone said they gonna come to my house and whoop me. Guess what? You gotta get through Big Anna first.
Nah, we good.
I was just coming to
We
say
good.
hi.
We good. We good. I ain't say I'm coming to your
Crazy.
house, bro. I just said I'm gonna be mad.
I was just gonna
No
come
need
say
to start
hi and
mad on me, bro.
congratulate you, bro.
Hey, no
I,
smoke. No smoke.
I'm gonna put half towards the the podcast. I want to do us like that because the brotherhood. I want to do us like that, man.
Shut up.
Maybe like $100. You know.
Not $100, bro. I'm asleep.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking oh, excuse my language. You stupid. God.
Oh man.
I'm trying to do better about that. At least I ain't say the N word today.
Sometimes I call myself today.
Yeah.
Good job, Meteorite.
High five, brother.
But yeah,
But
this is just this SmackDown. My final piece for the segment is, and I came to this realization the other day. Raw is showing a lot of the under stuff that's going on with the storylines. It's showing everything that's going on backstage, and it's showing the matches you want to see. And SmackDown is keeping it a little traditional, and they're giving you the beefs episodically. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
there's interference, there's interruptions and whatnot. And that's why I think this road to WrestleMania thing is so heavy, because now it's easier than ever to follow the 2 main shows, at least. The 2 main shows. Everything else you have to be kind of an enthusiast to keep up with. When you do keep up with all the other shows and whatever is going on backstage and the influencer stuff, that's when you kind of like start to piece it all together. Like, what they've built here is this road to WrestleMania is supposed to be like the way for people to follow it episodically, like a TV show, so that when it gets to WrestleMania, it'll actually be like their Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
yeah.
And WrestleMania this year, as me and Sir Mia right over there has said numerous times to each other, peak cinema. Peak cinema.
I hit my mic. That's how excited I was to react to that. Yes, peak cinema, dog. Peak
Bro.
cinema.
It's gonna be an amazing watch. So April 19th and April 20th, we will be locked and loaded watching. We are planning maybe a live stream. I'm not sure when, if it's gonna be before or afterwards. We're gonna powwow on that one, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do it. Uh, that will be a live stream though. That won't be a video, so make sure y'all tune in for that. But we'll pretty much wrap up this week's recaps. Sorry we getting to y'all on a Sunday. It'll probably be posted on Monday. So kind of late, but hey, you know,
that's my bad, y'all. Yeah, for real.
We be lifing over here. We got jobs and stuff, but
Of course the heel had a hitch in the system. I had to work on some stuff. And
hit
I've
your
been
ass with a head chop.
it was all week, man. For context, I work on cars. I had to work on my own car after I got off work, and it was on Saturday. And I was we'll explain later on.
Looking at the monkeys. We're good for me.
Oh yeah, John. For context, John is a security guard at the zoo. This is why I say he's a giraffe babysitter.
Yep.
Babysitter.
When TJ said we rescheduled, guess what I did? I went to sleep, woke up, went back to sleep.
Brother, I slept lovely. Oh my god, that's why I'm so happy for this podcast. I've been chilling, watching the highlights of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I can get my concise ideas for the episode. This was a great episode, y'all, and I hope y'all tuned in.
Oh yeah. So go drop this. I'm gonna work on editing this before I lay down tonight. So this will be going to y'all maybe in the morning, maybe by 12 if I set it to do it right this time.
Right. Right.
But this has been another wonderful episode of the Yeelite Wrestling Podcast. Another great episode, and we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Make sure to tune in, share it with your peoples, share it with your friends, share it with every wrestling loving person that you know. So, hey, we can grow this podcast and, get bigger eyes on us and we can do better things. Maybe we can do this in a studio where all of us in there. Just putting it out in the ether, whatever.
I have some ideas for that, TJ, but we'll workshop it soon. I have a possible space coming soon.
All
Stay
right.
tuned, y'all.
Hey, sounds good to me. But this is your boys signing out. Peace.